HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are the basic fundamentals of any website you see on your browser. We have been taught by our seniors and teachers that any website you see is built on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And up to much extent, it's true. Every website is built on HTML and CSS. Now, there are many people who doesn't have the idea of HTML and doesn't know how to write an HTML and CSS code. So, is it possible for them to create a website of their own without knowing HTML and CSS? So, let me tell you, you can create your website without having the idea of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with the help of a platform named Microsoft Power Pages. Hi, I'm Gaurav from KnowHow Academy. Now, what is Power Pages? Power Pages is a platform or technology built by Power Apps with the help of which you can create your website without writing any kind of complex code like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. As Microsoft started Power Apps, in which you could create your application without knowing any complex code, and you can use the drag and drop interface to create your application. But in Power Apps, your application was not very visually pleasing. So we have Microsoft Power Pages with the help of which you can create the actual visually pleasing websites on your own without having any complex coding knowledge. In Power Pages, you just need to drag all the elements on your screen and your website will be ready. Now, before moving further, let me tell you what you are going to learn in this video. In this video, we will learn how to create a website in our Power Pages without writing code. Second, we will connect our Dataverse table in our Power Pages site and display all the records with the help of list. Then we will implement add, edit, and delete action in our Dataverse tables with the help of Power Pages site. And also we will learn how we can use PowerFx formulas in our Power Pages. So in our Dataverse, I have created a table employee. And in my employee table, I have created a single line of text column which is employee name. Second, I have my email, which is single line of text, but its format is email. Then we have our phone number, department, which is a choice type column. And here I have added 4 choices: IT, HR, accounts, and admin. This is the label of the choice and this is the value. The value is defined by Dataverse itself. After that, designation is a single line of text in which I am storing the employee's designation. Now we need to create our site in Power Pages. So for that, I will go here and select Power Pages. Now this is our Power Pages dashboard and these are our websites which are active. Now how to create a new website? So I have created my website already named employees. So I won't create another one. But you can create with the help of a template and even from a blank. Now in my employees site, I will click edit. Here is our site, and as you can see, now we have our image here. If you want, you can delete it and add a button here. On this button, you can link it to a page like this, and the button label, I will write subpage 1. Click OK. Then you can check your site after clicking preview, then desktop. On home, I have my label. When I click on subpage 1, I am on my subpage 1. And on the right, you can see I have my name here. So I can simply sign out from here. And when I click on sign in, you can either sign in with a local account which will be stored in the Dataverse table or your Microsoft Intra ID. So when I click on Microsoft Intra ID, I will select my name. So I have been logged in with my account. Now we have our hello. And what if we want to display this name with this hello? So for that, we will go to this text and you can see the PowerFx. When I click here, you can see hello, but for the PowerFx formula, I will write equal to. Then now we know we need to concatenate our name with the hello text. So I will use the function concatenate. Then our first text will be hello. I will add a comma, then space in the double quotes. Then I will add comma, and our second text will be our user dot. If I take full name and close, click on save. Now here we have our hello portal user, but when I click on preview, after previewing, you can see we have our hello, then the name of the authenticated user. Similarly, what if we want to concatenate our Microsoft Entra ID? So I will write user dot Dataverse user ID. I will click save, click on preview. So this is our Dataverse user ID. So this is how you can use PowerFx formula in your Power Pages. Now, what if we want to display our list of employees from our Dataverse table? So for that, instead of showing the records here, I will create a new page. Here you can take the help of AI Copilot. So you can use this, or even you can take a standard layout by creating manually. I will name my page employees. You can add the page to the main navigation. Now, if you uncheck this, the page link won't be visible in your navigation bar. So we want it on our navigation bar. I will click add, and when I click preview, you can see we are on our employees screen. After clicking home, we are on our home page, and when I click on employees, I am navigating to my employees page. Now in our list, we want to display the records of employees. As here our table is employees, so I will select list, then select news list. But as you can see, we have our AI insights here. If I turn it off, the AI won't be included in our sites. So for now, I will let it turn on. Now we need to select our table. So our table name is employees. So I will write employees. Then we need to select our views. So default we have our active, employee associated, employee lookup, and inactive. So we need to select the active view, and I will name our list active employees list. Then we will click done. Now we need to select our view here. So I will go to active employees, and we can set which columns we want to display. Now we don't need our created on, so I will remove this. Then we will take our department. After that, we will display our designation. And if you want to display the phone number before, you can simply place it here and increase or decrease the width of our view columns. Now I will click save and publish. After saving, I will go back, and as you can see, we have our employee name, phone, email, department, and designation. Now first I will click on preview to see my employee records. I will click on preview. We have our AI insights here. Now as you can see, we cannot see our records because we don't have permissions. So to add our permissions, I will select permissions and click on new permission. Then we have our permission for read, but we will also enable update, create, delete, append, and append to. Now here, if I select authenticated users and click on save, here our permission is added. Now to check that, we will click preview to check whether the permission is working or not. So I will turn off the AI insights and you can see we have our employee name, phone, email, department and designation. And with the help of insights, you can see the data in the form of charts. Here we have our pie chart, the graph, column chart and your circular chart. So you can turn it off if you want. And we have added the authenticated users permission. So if I click on sign out, then you can see we don't have permission. And backing on sign in, we can see the records because we are authenticated. Now in our list, we can also implement sorting. If I click, as you can see, we have default in the employee name ascending order sorting. When I click here, we have the descending order. Same for phone number, email, department and designation. Power Pages provide all the features in the default in our list. Similarly, if you want to add a search box here, so you can simply click on more options, enable search, click on done. Now our search has been added, and when I click on preview, when I search here Diana, so we have our Diana here. After resetting, we will add search. To reset, when I click IT, so it is searching on the basis of our department. So this is how you can implement searching also. So if you want to add a filter, you can simply add one. What if we want to filter according to our drop down? So I will select my column, which is department choice. I will click on done and click on preview. I will reduce the AI insights, then I will select my department HR, click on apply. So our filter is working perfectly. When I blank it and click on apply, and here all the records are being shown. So this is how you can implement read, filter and searching in your list with simple clicks. Now what if we want to add and edit and delete our records? So for that, on our list, I will go here, edit list. In my actions, here list actions, I will select creates a new record. We need to select a form, so we don't have form here. We will create a new form. In my data, I have my table employees, and in the forms, we will create a new form. It will be employee details. After that, I will click on create. Now in the general, we don't need owner. It is a required one, so I will simply hide this field. We need employee email, phone number. Then we will add another field, which is our designation and department. Now in our form, after that, I will click save and publish. Now, before using this form, we need to go to our Power Pages management and we need to set basic forms. Now, in our forms, we need to create a new form. So I will select new basic form. Then my form name will be add employee. Then we need to select our table. So the table is employees. Form name will be employee details. Tab name will be general and form mode will be insert. After that, I will click on save. So we have our add employee and we need to check whether this form is working or not. So for that, I will go to my pages Now to check our add form, we will go to edit list, and in the actions, I will select creates new record. Here, before adding, we need to add sync. Now in my list, I will select edit list, and in the actions, I will select creates new record. We need to select our form, which will be add employee. Display label will be add employee. Also, we can download our list contents, so I will turn it on. Then I will write download, click on done. Now to check that, we will click preview, and after previewing, you can see we have our add employee and download button here. First we will check add employee. So here first we need to add the employee name. I will write Jason. Email will be jasonsteele@email.com. Now the phone number 777-666-4444. Designation, I will write developer, and the department will be IT. After that, I will click submit, and here you can see Jason has been added. Now for the edit, we also need to make a new form. So first, in the Power Pages management, I will go again to my basic forms, create a new basic form. Form name will be edit employee. Then we need to select our Dataverse table, which will be employees. So here we have our employees. Then our form name. So we will use the same form name, employee details. Tab will also be general. Instead of mode, this will be edit, and record source type will be query string, and parameter name will be ID. Then I will click save, and after saving, I will go backwards and again sync my Power Pages. Now for editing, I will go to edit list. In the actions, for editing our record, we will select edit record. Form, we need to select our form, which will be edit employee. Display label, I will write edit. Similarly, I will add view to view the details. So we can use any form here. We will use edit form. I will write view. Then also we'll turn on delete and write delete label. Now we need to check our actions here. So I will go to my screen by previewing, and we don't want to display this AI insights. So for that, I will simply turn off AI insights and click on done. Now I will preview again. Here in the view, actually we have selected the edit form, but we need to change it and replace it with the view form. So we will do it afterwards. First we will check our edit. Now in the Alice Smith, I will change the name Alice S, change the designation senior admin, department I will set to admin and click on submit. Now as you can see, Alice employee name and department name and designation has been changed. So our edit is working perfectly. Now to check our delete, I will go here and click on delete. Here we are getting a pop-up. Are you sure you want to delete this record? So when I click on delete, our record is being deleted, and here we have gotten our success notification that deleted successfully. Now we have checked our add, edit and view. Now we will click on download to see our records. So these have been stored in the form of Excel. So this is how you can use list in your Power Pages. Also, one more thing here, in the header, I will change the site title. It will be employees. Now, after previewing, the title has been changed. So this is how you can create your website easily in Power Pages. So in this video, we learned how to create a website in Power Pages without using HTML or CSS code. Then we connected our Dataverse table in Power Pages to show the data in the form of a list. Also, we implemented filter and searching in our list. Then we created two forms, add and edit, for adding and editing our record. Also, we enabled the delete action to delete the record in our Dataverse table. And we learned how we can use PowerFx formula in your Power Pages website. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as your IT source. We are always there to help you navigate to the tech world. It's been a pleasure sharing this information with you. So stay curious and keep learning.